Hello everybody, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to talk about Saturn in 9th house. What kind of general results we can see if Saturn is in 9th. It is an excellent situation for education, higher positions in life, management, authority, government, and giving prosperity. But at the same time, if Saturn is not well placed, it equally can damage the 9th house and create a lot of problems in not only the behavior of the person but also the general life aspects. So what kind of results we can expect, that we are going to discuss. Let's start this video. If you want to book a consultation for yourself, you can go on this website. The link is shown in description. So we are going to start with if Saturn is well placed and strong in 9th house. What do I mean by this? First of all, in 9th house Saturn is, let's suppose, in own sign, exaltation sign, friendly sign, and it is making the yogas with the Kendra and Trikona lords. And the zodiac sign in which it is sitting, the lord of that sign is well placed in the chart. So this makes Saturn quite strong in the 9th house. Then at the same time, you also need to see the position of Sun, Moon and Ascendant Lord, because they govern the inherent strength of the chart. So if Sun, Moon and Ascendant Lord, any of these three are weak, then no matter how strong your other planets are, you will not see expected results of those planets, even if you are running their time periods. So Sun, Moon and Ascendant Lord, if they are also well placed in the chart, then Saturn will gain a lot of strength in 9th, and in 9th house Saturn can give excellent results. So what kind of results we can see? The good ones, we are going to discuss that first. So first of all, you can see here that 9th house is the house of Dharma. Dharma does not mean a religion here. Dharma means that it gives you a kind of element in personality that over a period of time it broadens or shapes your perception towards reality. It gives you a more accepting worldview, and it also gives you a increased reduction in your self-denial and a judgmental biased approach. We all have this, but Saturn in 9th house negates it. So Saturn in 9th house enhances the part of Dharma. You must see the placement of Jupiter here. Without Jupiter, you will not see these qualities. But if Jupiter is strong, let's suppose, then what will happen? It enhances the part of Dharma. The part of Dharma means it increases morals, ethics, values, principles, virtues, a strong belief system. It does not make a person a big hypocrite or a bigot. What a person believes in, they follow that. It's not like I say something and I don't do that or follow it at all. So that is the part what Saturn can bring in 9th house. It can also show a person who has understanding as well as a respect towards their culture, tradition, religion, the background, the ethnicity from which they belong. It's not like I outrightly reject my roots in order to become stupid and cool. So that kind of thing is not seen for Saturn in 9th house if it is strong. Then at the same time, Saturn also makes a person who is just, who is just and honest. Jupiter must be strong, remember that, because Jupiter is the main Karak planet for Dharma. So if Jupiter is supportive, then Saturn increases these parts. And it also gives, because Saturn looks at the 11th house, so it gives, let's suppose, a career or an income which is coming through righteous means. It's not coming through some corrupt, immoral means. So that is a good part of Saturn which can be seen in 9th house. Then 9th house is the house of 5th and 9th both. They govern intelligence and education. So Saturn in 9th house shows that there can be certain delays, okay, because it teaches you with time and life experiences. But if Saturn is strong, it is excellent for learning, intelligence, curiosity, deep thinking, insight, self-introspection, foresight, knowledge, formal education. And it also because 9th house is the house of your teachers. So see, Saturn shows self-efforts. You can get teachers, that is separate, but majorly person has to learn on their own. You can have some guides or teachers, whatever, some people of that kind, but Saturn or Mars, if they are in 9th, they show that person has to put more self-efforts in order to learn, in order to build themselves, rather than always having a guide around them or a teacher around them to to tell them what to do all the time. So that is not there with Saturn. You have to work on your own. And it also enhances wisdom, but through life experiences. It does not only give you the bookish knowledge, it shows you that, okay, this is what the life is, this is what the world is, and this is how you have to move on. And first of all, in order to survive and function in this world, you have to focus on yourself. You have to know that this is who you are, rather than having rather than living in a complete self-denial. So that is what a good Saturn does in ninth house. Then ninth house and fifth house both are considered to be houses of Purva Janma Karma. So Purva Janma actions or results or karma of the past life. So if fifth and ninth house are strong, it shows that Purva Janma Punya Karma, means good actions of past life will be given in this current life. And ninth house is Bhagya. Bhagya means luck, fate, fortune, destiny, whatever. So ninth house Saturn supports that. And at the same time, it enhances the Bhagya. Bhagya, see, you can see that, okay, the results of the Bhagya are coming majorly after the 30 years of age, because Saturn delays the things. But Bhagya means a kind of protection. Technically it means luck and luck or fortune or fate or anything like that. But point here is that it realistically, it means that you are having some kind of protection from the raw suffering of the life. Because if a person is born in a well-to-do family, if they are born in a family or a culture or a country which has resources, which has opportunities, then obviously you are going to live a comparatively calm, peaceful, a good life in general. But if, let's suppose, you are born in a poor family, a family which is broken, even if it has resources, or in a country which is not at peace, or any culture which does not support you in order to move ahead, then it means that the luck factor is not working in your case. So that is what ninth house is. Many things which are not under our control, but they are happening to us, and that is somehow giving us protection from the suffering of the world, so that we don't have to survive on the daily basis for basic necessities. That is ninth house. So Saturn in ninth house can elevate that part of Bhagya. Then ninth house is the house of spiritual life also. So if good spiritual yogas are present, it will not happen in every case. Not everybody in Saturn in ninth house will be very spiritual or religious, not like that. But if good yogas are present, like Jupiter, Ketu, Moon, Sun, they are fine, Dharma and Moksha Trikona are fine, then it can make person spiritual also. So when I say spiritual, means seriously inclined towards philosophy, religion. It gives a inner existential crisis to you, that person seeks the meaning of the world, meaning of his life, purpose of his life, what I am doing, what is the ultimate reality, these kind of questions. So they tend to come up, and it is very good for bringing detachment over a period of time, which is very difficult for most of the people. But again, you have to see specific combination. Saturn has full capacity to give it. Then it is good for yoga, tapasya, sadhana, means sheer rigorous practice, spiritual practice, tantra, jyotish, occult sciences, all kinds. They are very good for Saturn in ninth. Then ninth house is the house of father, so it can show be Saturn, if it is good, it is not considered very excellent for father. Maybe father could be well-to-do or whatever, but it can show either some kind of troubles to father or troubles in relationship with father can be there. Then foreign and long distance travel can be given by Saturn in ninth house for work or education or otherwise. Then it delays the childbirth. Fifth and ninth house are important for children. So Saturn in ninth or fifth, anywhere, it delays the birth of the children. Then there are many fields for education as well as career for which Saturn is considered excellent in ninth house. It can be law, judiciary, government services, public services, management, administration, politics, social work, defense, because it looks at the third house. So third house is the house of defense, or defense or police or anything like that. Then it is good for history, philosophy, archaeology, writing, mass communication, journalism, media, publishing, printing, teaching, education sectors, IT, electrical, electronics, mechanical engineering, life sciences of all kinds, excellent for being a scientist or a researcher or working in any R&D departments, very good for music and religious works or organizations. We can see monks or philosophers or yogis with this. And if you have some kind of yogas for family business, Saturn is good for family business as well in the 9th house. Now these are the results of good Saturn in 9th. Now what are the results of negative Saturn that we are going to see? If Saturn is badly placed or weak in the 9th house, then it can have full capacity to destroy the 9th house also. Now all the results which I am going to tell, you have to take it as a source of information. Don't jump to conclusions until and unless you have not seen other planetary placements in the chart. And when the Saturn can create problems is that, let's suppose Saturn is in enemy signs, in debilitation signs, not in Neech Bhanga at all, and it is afflicted by Mars, Sun, Rahu, Ketu, 6th, 8th, 12th lords. While being afflicted or damaged in bad signs, the lord of that sign is also not well placed in the chart. It is retrograde or combust or in Mrityu Bhaga or in deep Papakartri Yoga. Then it means that Saturn will have full capacity to create problems in the 9th house. And parallelly, this is very important, Sun, Moon, Jupiter and Lagna Lord. Sun, Moon, Jupiter and Lagna Lord must be also not well placed. They are also creating problems. They are also not well placed in the chart. Then Saturn will lose much more strength and it will become much more negative in the 9th house. Now what kind of results it can bring, that depends. The intensity varies, the results can vary from chart to chart, but all the kind of possibilities that I'm going to share here. So first of all, what we can see is 9th house is the house of dharma, 9th house is the house of adharma, and 9th house is also the house of Purva Janma, Punya Karma, and it is also the house of Purva Janma, Papa Karma. But if it is bad, now what will happen? Adharma will prevail and Purva Janma, Papa Karma will come. No protection from the suffering. It will be inevitable. It will be there. Now, adharma means immorality, corruption, greed, lies, selfishness, manipulation, ingrateful nature, cunningness, apathy, abuse of power or authority, abuse of resources, wrong use of knowledge and intellect, deceitful nature, no duty and commitment, no responsible approach, illegal and criminal activities, all are possible in 9th house. So if this is the result of bad Saturn, so I am sharing just the information. Take it like that. Don't jump to conclusion that okay, this is how it is, so it will behave bad. There are many tidbits to analyzing the horoscope. Now, next thing here is that it can also show initial rise with permanent downfall and bad name later. It is inevitable because Saturn ultimately is the rule of the law. So even if let's suppose somebody has achieved some kind of temporary gains or position, ultimately downfall is inevitable. It will be happening, bad name will be there. Then it can also make person quite narrow-minded, bigot, rigid, fundamentalist in nature, judgmental, biased, prejudiced, a person who can reject one's own roots and culture. Either that person can become a complete fanatic or they can completely become a rejecter of their own roots and culture. That depends on the placement of other planets. Now, it will enhance Durbhagya. If it is good, it enhances Saubhagya. Saubhagya means good luck, good luck. Now, if it is Durbhagya means bad luck. So, bad luck will means continuous struggles, failures, instability, financial crisis, losses, court cases, bad education, anything can happen. Then, troubles with father. Either your relationship with father is very bad, or father is passed away, father is absent in life, or any kind of problems with father can be seen. Same thing goes for teachers. No troubles to or with the teachers, bosses, law and government can be seen. Then it is bad for childbirth and the child. Let's suppose either the childbirth, conceiving is not happening, or abortions, pregnancies, miscarriages are going on. This thing is happening, or the child which is born that is not healthy, or the child which is born that is not a good human. Means health wise is that person is fine, but they are not a good person. That kind of thing can be seen. Your relationship with child is very bad. That kind of thing can be seen. Then any kind of speech, language or learning disorders and genetic diseases. You have to see specific combinations for that. That can also be given by Saturn in 9th house. So no doubt these are very negative results of Saturn in 9th, which I shared here. But again, just think about it as a general results or a source of information that okay, we can expect such kind of results by Saturn in 9th house. it will be confirmed by other planetary alignments depending on the chart. So that how you have to see. But if you are experiencing any kind of problems, the negative sides, there are remedies for that, which I have made 2 videos on that. Both are shown in the card section and they are given in description. The links are given there. You just watch them, the practical remedies, the astrological remedies, listen to them carefully and start following them. The more you will try to follow, inculcate those remedies in your life, the better. Slowly and slowly you will see that Saturn is improving the aspects of life. And one more thing, Saturn in the 9th house also has full capacity to enhance Pitru dosha. I will not tell the conditions for that, but Pitru dosha means some past life curses of ancestors that can be seen. So for that, the remedy is simple. If any horoscope has that, it is better that the person should do the Shraddha rituals properly, which are important for propitiation of the passed away ancestors, and follow the remedies which I said to you. Watch those videos. All the remedies are shared there. They will help a lot in this case. Okay. So that's all from my side today regarding Saturn in 9th house. If you are new to my channel, subscribe below for more Facebook posts, reels and informations. You can connect on my Facebook page, Instagram and website. The link are given in description. Else we'll meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.